Guys, where is this? Chengdu, China. What are we going to do today? Test drive the 11th generation Hyundai Sonata. Let's test drive the Hyundai Sonata now. Actually, I have test driven this car before. First of all, its appearance left a very deep impression on me. For example, the through-type light strips in the front and back, and the overall appearance design are very futuristic and sci-fi. This is the uniqueness of the appearance compared with other models. In addition to the exterior design of this car, its interior design is also eye-catching. For example, it adopts a floating dual-screen design with a curve. And because the version we test drive today is the top-equipped Sonata model of the 2.0T Nina version. Therefore, it also uses a lot of more radical elements in the interior design and some small designs. For example, it uses a lot of red details in the car, such as the red line running through the air conditioning vents of its seats, which are also designed in red, and there is also a carbon fiber panel above it. The overall interior atmosphere looks very sporty. Today, the outdoor temperature in Chengdu is 35 degrees, which is very hot. But because this car has seat ventilation, you can feel a little bit of heat at the waist. This is a very comfortable configuration in the hot summer, especially in the southern region. And the air conditioning design of this car adopts a touch-type plus knob design. The overall operation is very convenient and prevents the driver from touching it by mistake. It is not like many new energy models now. It integrates all its air conditioning designs on its large central control screen. When adjusting, for example, when driving, we want to adjust the temperature, it is very easy to attract the driver's attention to the central control screen, which will reduce our safety. So I think we need to give a thumbs up to Beijing Hyundai for this point. The difference between this generation of Sonata and the previous generation is that it changes its gear shifting structure into a hand shift setting. Although it is placed on the hand shift position, it actually uses a knob type setting. But I think the design of the gear shift is too large, so I think it is not very convenient to operate. So whether you are used to the design of the gear shift or not, it may depend on your own experience. As we just said, its interior design style is more radical, and its floating large screen is also very beautiful, including its exterior design. But this morning when I was in the Wo shop, I heard some media tell me that the user group of this car is mostly people over 30 years old, which I strongly disagree with. In addition, this car is also equipped with a 12-speaker background audio system. The performance is very good. I especially like to listen to it for everyone. Goodbye, my love. Looking far away and understanding. Goodbye, my love. My failure is the failure of the years and no more gains. Hello, hello, here I come. Sweet brother will worship me, and I can find my love. Hello. This car is powered by a 2.0T engine with a maximum power of 184 kilowatts. In fact, it is much higher than the previous Elantra and the previous Fiesta Nani models in terms of horsepower. And this car is equipped with an 8AT gearbox. Now, I just came to a traffic light. Maybe the data is not very intuitive, so let's accelerate it to give you a taste. You can see the gearbox of this VT. Although I didn't step on the accelerator to the bottom, it's probably at about 2/3. Its speed is between 5,000 and 6,000 RPM. In terms of the overall power, it is really one of the most powerful models in the same price range. Now I have reduced the speed to 50 mph. Let's try how this car accelerates in sports mode. It can be seen that the logic of its gear shifting is actually quite clear. For example, when I stepped on the accelerator about halfway, and the speed was between 4,000 and 5,000 RPM, it started to shift gears and cut into the next gear. But from the overall feedback of the acceleration power, I think the gear shifting of this car is very good in terms of the acceleration feeling between 50 and 100 yards. We just tried the feeling when starting at a red light. In fact, this car has a certain delay in the initial acceleration from shallow to deep from the starting throttle, and it is not as fast as imagined. After all, the Sonata is more of a family car, not a real racing car. So we shouldn't be too demanding on the Sonata's acceleration performance. After all, it's not a real racing car. And in terms of power reserve, This car is also very sufficient, so it allows us to feel very calm when overtaking. For example, the road conditions are very complicated now, and there are many large trucks around us, which also reflects that the Sonata model is very solid in terms of chassis and suspension tuning. So this can prove that Hyundai is very conscientious in the use of materials. So I think we need to give Hyundai a thumbs up for this point. After the overall test drive today, I like the Sonata model very much, whether it is its appearance, interior, comfort configuration, or its power. As a young man born in 1998, I think I like this car very much. So Beijing Hyundai contacted me after seeing this video. You deserve to have the heart of young users.